far? Obviously, the comments you made after the game, presumably you're looking for a reaction from the boys to that. Have you seen a reaction on the training ground so far?
Obviously, I've seen a great reaction. I always see a great reaction from them, but also I stand with what I say because I think that is also truth. Sometimes truth is the truth, you know, and there's no hiding in the truth because we were very poor. And when you look at it, you go, on the other hand, also partly made of the comments is, you have people standing in the rain, not going home. That says a lot also about our fans that stood behind, waiting for it to get the rain to clear and support you, and that's how you come out. That also is not showing you that to the fans, right? So for me, I know I was a little bit, I forget to mention it, which I was wanted to mention, is also that, right, let's think about those things. There were people standing here, Ryan, you were trying to get the wind to stop, but fans were here, right? They refused to go home because that's how much also they care about this club. So it's also our duty to make sure that we do the right things for them as well. You know, that's just it is. That's the reality. It's not wrong. It's the truth.
You mentioned it there about how they always kind of give you a good response in training, and you talked about it last week as well. With there's always a good level of will and want in training, but it's the hunger on match days. What in your mind and in your coaching staff's mind is going to get this team to where that will, that want translates from training into game?
Well, I think Charlie said it the best. It has to come from within, right? If your motivation is, what is your motivation? What is your discipline to start with? Forget motivation. What is your discipline? Right? I look at it, I've seen my father wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, doesn't come home until 12 o'clock. That's a discipline to feed me. So if I'm given a talent, I'm not going to throw it away because then I'm not doing my father justice. And I'm not doing justice to the people that give me the opportunity. Because we all want opportunities in life, but then we complain when we're given the opportunity. There's always something. For me, life is what you make of when you're given an opportunity, right? And when you're given an opportunity to be in a team like Phoenix Rising, which is about winning, stand up. Don't shy away from it. You know, why are we shying away from it? There's nothing in life that is failure. Fails, the word fails means first attempt in learning. It's what you do in life. You learn. The day you stop learning, you're in the ground. That's when you stop learning. But every day in life, you're going to face adversity. Things are not going to go your way, but you stand up. You just stand up and you fight. You fight till the last drop. That's all it is in life. Nobody's have a book of how life is going to turn out. You don't, right? But when you face little adversity, it should never stop you. You know? But again, you look back at it and you go, okay, win or losing, that is strong. That is a great thing. But we know we're capable of more. And when you are capable of more, that's what you have to bring up.
Does the fact that you aren't losing these games and you're finishing games stronger give you a lot of hope for, you know, late game scenarios come later in the season when the season might be on the line in the playoffs or the last one or two match days of the year?
Absolutely, it does. But also, let's start good for once, so Owen can write something good when we start once good, because it's killing Owen, right? No, but it's good to able to start good because you get your fans behind you, get everybody. You feel good for yourself. For me, that's the most important thing. Like when you start good, you know you start good for yourself. Energy rise up, you know, intensity rise up, but it's about starting the right way, which is you versus you. But when the whistle go, it's over my dead body. Right? You ain't getting one over me. That should be the start, you know.
You spoke after the last game about facing Mexico in this one coming up, and obviously being a rivalry. You know, when we spoke with JP then, he's like, well, you kind of got to look at it sometimes as it's another must-win game, which would be the same no matter who you were playing. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of the way that you're pushing it this week to them, or you?
No, it is a must-win game, but it's also a must-win game against a rival. That's not in football. We know it's a rival, and it's a must-win game. Put your best foot forward. I mean, this is the best thing you can have, rivalries, you know, and hopefully, you know, that we can give the fans and the club what they deserve.
When you look at this New Mexico team as a group, they're very different, much like you guys are from the teams that played early in the year. They are a little more direct. They've got different players. What's the biggest difference between New Mexico right now and maybe the New Mexico you played in the Jaeger Cup a couple of months ago?
In the both games that we played against, I don't see them doing something different. The only thing they're doing different is they're finishing games, we're not. But it's a team that want to play football just like us, you know, so we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the battle.
When you look back at this run of home games, and obviously your answer might change on Saturday night, but when you look back at this run of 3 home games and then the 3 before the one in between, so you've had 6 home games since the start of August, what have you learned about your team in that time frame?
I've kept reiterating that. The will, the desire, the little thing that you're going to look back at is, but it's not finished yet. So that's why you write down things. I've written down things that the learnings I've taken from. But since it's never finished, you know, I'm not a guy to speak up something that is not there yet, you know, until the season is finished when you truly make up that is. But again, obviously, you know, you've let some points slip away. That's the reality of it, right? Those things you've let the points slip away. You could have put yourself in a different position, you know. But again, if we all could have seen it in the future, we all been rich, and that's the beauty of football, right? And you're still in the mix. You're still there. It's not that you're far off. You're still there. But it's about, you know, taking care of the opportunity that is in front of you, right? Which is today, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. But any opportunity that you have today, you must capitalize from it. And that's what we have to be better. And when we've done it, you can see that it's there, right? You take the 2 home games, Colorado, New Mexico. You take those 1.5 games until the red card, right? That may have maybe changed a different outlook or a different outcome. We don't know, right? So, but that's the beauty of football. But still a man down, we didn't lose. You know, being 3-0, do you want to give up 3-0? No. But the circumstances make you do certain things. But I mean, you go to sack, right? You still stand up, right? Vegas at home, maybe you said, you know, that's it. Last game, home, Oakland, you go, right? You took it at 20 minutes of the game, we were not there, and we're down 3-0. There's not many teams that's coming back.
With the rest of the regular season being against teams that are in the playoff picture right now, is that an opportunity for yourself and the boys to assess where they are and where they stand?
Absolutely. These are the games that you want to play. For me as a footballer, these are the games that you cherish, because this is when you stand up, this is when you show yourself, this is what you show to your teammates, this is what you show to the rest of the league where you are and what you truly are as a person and as a player. Because, you know, you want to leave a legacy, now it is, right? There's no better opportunity.
No team in the USL faces a harder Final Four games in the entire league. Do you think, in your opinion, there's enough time to be ready by the time the playoffs come?
What is hard?
By points. Just strength of schedule.
That's not hard. Hard is when you don't know where your next meal is. That is hard. To do what you love and you have the talent for it, you should cherish it. And hard is beautiful. I love hard. I don't like comfortable. I love hard. So we play for it.
Any other questions in the room?
Obviously, we know you like to focus on kind of next game, but
Yeah.
we know from historically that these next couple of months are when you start to see kind of deals starting to come together behind the scenes for next year.
Yeah.
Where are you at in terms of preparing for and feeling like you're ready for next season?
I mean, that's the great thing, and that's the best thing that I have with Bobby and Brandon. You know, they're really working hard on the scenes that people don't see, and I'm very happy because they're doing that job. So my job is to focus on preparing the boys, getting them ready, and Brandon and Bobby, focusing on, getting the targets that we need to get better, and they're doing a great job. So for me, I'm very happy at where we are and the players that we're looking and trying to get deals done. So they're doing an amazing job for me on the front, so that I can just focus on the pitch and focus on helping the boys achieve, and also helping the club achieve what we have to do this year.
Is that something you're planning for next year that's kind of complicated by the cloud over at the moment of not knowing what's going on with the negotiations between the Players Association and the league? Or?
No, I cannot worry about that because I've played in leagues where you have your representative and both sides, and my belief is there's nobody that don't want football to be played, but also you have to find a ground for both sides to make it work, so having been part of a union in Europe, so I understand the players, also I understand the owners and everything, and for me I feel that a resolution will be made for the best interest of both teams, because World Cup is coming and football is a beautiful thing that we all want to be part of, so I believe and hope that both sides can find a resolution that will make sense for both of them.
Daniel Flores picked up a second yellow and received the red card at
Yeah.
the last game. Any thoughts on what the left side will look like?
Well, obviously you do have players that can step up there and do the work, and obviously he's a big miss because I think he was fantastic in that game and what he brought, and he stood up for himself and he stood up for his teammates, and I will never blame him for that. So I'm for that. You don't want people taking red, but there's certain type of reds that, at the moment of the game and what is required, he was there. And for me, I have a lot of time and. For people like Danny, it's unbelievable, and he's going to continue to be he's already been an excellent addition, but I can't wait for him, to continue this path that he's going and getting better and better. So I'm very happy with him, but he's going to be a miss.